Hey everybody, it's Rick O'Shea playing MPQ Marvel Puzzle Quest. Back at it again with some good action today. I hope we're getting into the 9 Lives event with brand new 4-star Cat there with her and some other allies, and then we'll get into the shield training with some of your viewer requests for 4-star characters and then some 5 stars that I will play along with them. Hopefully it is good as we have just a few days left, 5.5 days roughly in the Soul Stone season to get to the 2,000 point reward in the Shield Simulator. And so we'll do that a couple more times here before it is over with. And by the way, War of the Realms is a brand new PvP theme, and that opens tonight, probably pretty much tomorrow for me after the Time Slice 5 opens at that point. But I wanted to show you really quickly. There are in the War of the Realms. You can read that yourself now that the blurb is in the game. But there's a whole bunch of characters that are powered up and featured in this event, starting with 5 stars, and they only get a slight boost. But the 4 stars is a big list of characters, and then also the 3 stars. So hopefully that's going to give you a lot of options to play along, and you can choose all 3 characters. There's no single character that's required in this event. Looks like. So should be fun. We'll look to get in some action there next time. But let's jump into some PvP in 9 Lives, and then we'll do our tokens, including some legendary token draws that we're going to continue from my last video where we ran way too good. So we'll probably get all 4 stars and no 5 stars today, but we just are going to keep going now that 5-star Storm is in the latest legendary store. All right, so taking a quick look here, we've got a few options. Let's see, that's probably a fine team to take on. And another one, we'll start with this one. So we're going to feature Catwoman's abilities a little bit, as much as we can, and then play some others along with her that might make sense. And I'm probably going to need to use my 5 stars, maybe a 4-star also from the boosted list. My Black Cat, did I say Catwoman a bit ago? Yeah. Anyway, my Black Cat, I've leveled her up a little bit. She's definitely boosted in this event, but only at 236. But we got some covers leveled now in her abilities. Really looking forward to more purple, but we have just 1 there for better luck next time, 2 for a perfect plan, and 3 in claws out. I'm glad we got another black, and that allows it to run a lot better than I did before. Real quick, better luck next time. It's only cost us 7. She basically does damage on her way to going airborne, and then whenever she returns from being airborne, she stuns the target for 1 turn. So as others have mentioned, it doesn't mean that she has to go airborne herself. Anytime she ever comes back from being airborne, she stuns the target. So that could be if the enemy team sends her airborne, or if you have an ally that can do that. So we'll try to take advantage of that in this match or two. And then a perfect plan, like I said, it's improved just a little bit. It's still a passive, but if there are fewer than 2 trap tiles on the board, she will place 1. That helps a lot because at the beginning, at only cover level 1, she only has 1 trap on the board at a time. Much better with 2, much more likely that you'll get a trap tile matched. And claws out is improved a little bit. Still pretty low damage at this point, but the damage per AP required for this 4-star is actually pretty high, and it will do additional damage if the target is stunned. So if you have other characters that can provide a stun, she will do more damage to them. All right, so I thought what we would do here is take Captain Marvel. I play her more than other people for sure, and she's going to have a pretty decent effect, I think, with her yellow ability that allows you to send an ally or yourself airborne, and then they would get a burst of health and damage from when they land. So let's take a quick look at her setup. I've got her at 535 right now. Sometimes I change her green up to level 5 and either red or yellow down to level 3. That's going to be the way we'll run her at this point. And then we'll need a black, or definitely a blue user, or black and blue to complement this team. Who was I thinking of going with in this case? thought I had a good plan here. I was thinking of the 4 stars. The 4 stars are kind of tough boosted group because Sabretooth and Ronin Hawkeye are low levels for most people, so there's less high level choices to choose to pick from. Let's just go with a blue and a black active ability user. I've played Silver Surfer a little too much. We could go with either Wasp or let's go with Archangel. This might be a pretty interesting matchup because he has an effect for airborne characters. I'm going to boost blue and purple. That'll help Archangel's blue and get our purple going for Black Cat a little bit easier, I believe. Alright, so let's not even target their Black Cat in this case. I had been making her a priority, mostly because if she matches their own trap tiles, we lose 2 AP every time that happens. And that really adds up pretty fast. So let's also take a moment to remember our character effects are now, our animation effects are on. Alright, so we'll target Thor first here. Better get green. So Black Cat's put a trap tile on 2 of the black tiles on the board. We can't see the ones that the enemy Black Cat has placed. But what's kind of neat here is, so they have 3 purple, and that's all the AP they have. And I was mentioning on when the abilities were announced, I was wondering if the trap tiles could accidentally or just target a random AP pool or a specific AP pool that's not 0. So what that means is if I match this trap tile right here in the bottom, it's going to steal 2 random AP. But if they only have purple, we're guaranteed to steal it. So that just means even though it says random, it won't try to steal from an empty pool of enemy AP. That is very helpful in my opinion. So let's do this again. They've got 3 yellow and 1 purple. Now it could be either of those, but it won't miss. So we got the remaining purple. I'll take it. So you'll notice Captain Marvel has a pretty strong purple match damage, and so Black Cat doesn't even have any colors on the board that she tanks in this setup, so that keeps her nice and safe. Actually, didn't mind if she was going to take a little bit of damage because we plan to send Black Cat airborne with Captain Marvel's yellow ability. And I should pretty much let them get a little bit of purple. There's a good move. Very good move. Lucky it dropped into an extra. Move match 5. Oh, now we've done too much damage to Thor. Can you believe it? Not that big of a problem. Here's what we're going to do. Let's send our own Black Cat airborne with better luck next time. It does just a little bit of damage, 305, and sends her airborne for a turn. But when she lands from being airborne, she will stun the target. Cool animation there. We saw that in the shield training. So Thor is going to be in his god mode, basically. Play mean right hook. Start Captain Marvel's repeater tile. And let's get this blue match. Picks up a couple of purple or yellow on the line break. There we go. So there's the stun. Excellent. And now that he is stunned, Black Cat's claws out would deal 1840 damage plus the additional 900 damage on top. That's great. Of course, now we have a better green user in this case with Archangel, so we'll wait to play his. But here's a nice black move that drops red. Oh, I left them with a lot of yellow. So Thor has awakened from his stun. we happen to have angle of attack ready to play. Let's not play that on him. We'll hit him with enemy down for 10 green. Archangel deals 14,815 damage and destroys 3 AP in 2 random AP pools. So we don't know what it's going to be, but playing him with Black Cat, you could really keep the enemy AP way down. So he's basically out. We knocked out their green and a little bit of black, and I was hoping it would, with the strike tiles, that would actually take him all the way out of the match. But so let's go ahead and also play our angle of attack on Okoye, have her stunned, and they are getting a little high on AP in yellow and red. Let's play Archangel's black aerial superiority on yellow, which means they can't gain yellow AP no matter what they want to do. And don't forget, we need to take Thor out. There's a match 4 in white, but I'm actually going to do this as a green, so it drops the team up. Matt, I was hoping to save that yellow countdown. Couldn't get it saved. All right. We're going to let Black Cat get enough purple to send herself airborne, because Archangel will catch her in midair. Nice. And stun her and deal damage all before Black Cat could even play her stun on us. Let's play Got Your 6. We've got enough. We're going to send Black Cat airborne. So she's going to get a little health boost when she lands. It's not going to be a big deal in this case. But also, we'll stun the target at the beginning of the next turn. Uh-oh, this could be bad. Enemy always seems to run really well on the illusions, but that was really pretty mild. Nice. So there's a match 4 in blue. I don't want to do it because it'll take out my red repeater tile, which is sometimes very difficult to keep on the board for any amount of time. Let's play. Boy, they're just really not getting anywhere, are they? Let's play aerial superiority on red now, so Okoye can't find a way to gain red against us. We'll play blue that drops blue, and this aligns that match 4. She's going airborne. Little bit of damage, by the way, but check it out. Here's Archangel's passive ability. A lot just happened right there. That was really pretty cool. I like it. How you might have to stop and rewind that. So much happened that quickly. It was pretty great. So Black Cat on our team came back from being airborne, stunned Okoye. All right. We had countdowns expiring for damage. Our repeater tile does damage and creates strike tiles, and our own Archangel caught enemy Black Cat in midair, grounded her, and did enough damage to knock her out. That was pretty cool ending to that match. I might have to rewind it just so I understand that I even explained it right. We had a lot of Thor and Okoye teams, of course. Let's see if we can get one more battle in here, or maybe we've seen good enough here. I think we have. Let's go and do our tokens, and let me know how 9 Lives is going for you guys. I really like 4-star release, new character PvP, but nobody really has a lot of covers in them yet, so they're not too amazing. I wish after they've been in tokens for like 2 weeks or more, maybe 4 weeks in tokens, then they should run this same PvP again once people have leveled them up. I think that would be a good strategy to have a lot of fun with new characters once people have had a little bit of time to gain levels in those characters and play them when they're more fun. All right, let's do our tokens. We've got a few adding up again, but we are going to finish with some legendaries. Far From Home, we did great. We did 31 draws from this vault already and got all the good stuff, in my opinion. There are some bagmans left to get here. I don't think I'm going to go for them since it would cost a lot of HP. Well, you know what? We'll take a daily draw. It's not discounted or anything, but 100 per day, I think I can live with that to give a shot at more bagmen. Let's do it. 4,000 red ISO is a big hit. I don't really need it at the moment, but we'll take one more draw per day from that vault until it's over, I guess. All right, Black Cat and foes. This is a big one. We want to keep taking opportunities with our tokens to try to acquire that Black Cat, Black Cover from this vault, and 4-star Star-Lord and the legendary token. So we've got 2 tokens here to try. See how our luck rolls. Three-star, and we'll try the 100 hero point daily discount. And that didn't work out too well. All right, so we've got 3 more days. We've got more tokens coming. I don't want to make a big purchase in this vault until I know how our luck will run on the tokens we're earning. So we played the Luke Cage Crash of the Titans. The next one is going to be Infinity War Spider-Man. Looking forward to that. A big celebration has been announced, by the way, for Spider-Man's movie, Far From Home. Oh, I was going to do some Infinite Pursuit tokens. We'll have to wait for the next video on that. We've got latest legends to draw. Let's do... We don't have any elite tokens, surprisingly, but 10 heroics. Let's give it a shot here. Looking for gold level results. All 2 stars so far. There's our first 3-star Squirrel Girl. 4 more tries. Rocket and Groot. That's funny. 3 stars in a row with Cap there. And we get a 3-star Gambit. Daily discount draw is just a 2-star, no problem. Alright, so I knew that would go pretty quickly to get through these tokens. We're going to take another run through latest legends. If you didn't see the last video, you need to check it out. The viewer luck was amazing. We ran way too good. And so we're going to do 7 more draws here from 66 tokens down to 59. And fully expect to get all 4 stars because we ran way above odds in our previous attempt. But I like to do 7 at a sitting each time because that's roughly the 1 in 7 odds of getting a 5-star, or about the 15% that you would expect. So let's do it now. We're actually have 2 covers in Storm, all in green, both in green. We have 2 covers built on Rescue, and we have Hela in Champion status, so we really want to try to direct our luck toward Storm and Rescue if we can. Let's go. 7 in a row, starting now. 4-star Gwenpool, one of my favorites anyway. That is a good hit. So you guys played along pretty well last time and made some picks along the way. What 4-star do you think we will come across? And if we get a 5, who do you think it's going to be? Put it in the comments and then let me know if you got it right or wrong. For a 4-star on the next 6 tries, I'm going to guess something like, I think we'll get one of the Spider-Verse people. Let's go with Spider-Woman. That's my guess here. So 6 tries, and we're going for a 5-star if we can. Number 2. 4-star Endgame Thanos. Great. I'm actually playing him quite a bit against teams that have Kitty and Rocket and Groot in them. He does quite well to get those strike tiles removed as fast as possible and build up your green. All right, next draw, number 3. We get a natural draw for Sabretooth, and it's his green. I needed that one more than anything. What a hit on the luck, guys. Thank you very much. And we're also going to get another green once we eventually finish the shield training at 2,000 points. Claim it. Nice hit for sure. Let's continue. We've got 4 more tries to get a 5-star. today anyway. Alright, that's Nebula. We had one of her last time. Next one. It's a 5-star. Man, you guys are just burning the luck. Unbelievable. We definitely will get a cover for Hela, but more importantly, we have a chance at getting a cover for Rescue or Storm. Who do you think it's going to be? Let's root for, I think who do I think? I'm actually feeling Rescue again. I was wrong twice or more last time. So let's count it down together. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Rescue's red ability. That'll take her to 3 covers total. And I do have a red already, but that will allow it to be leveled up a bit. Nice one. Cool. I don't have Rescue's blue ability. I have her yellow and now 2 red. Let's continue. We only have 2 more draws, right? Fury, that makes sense. He's basically featured on the new game emblem if you did the update. Game icon. Our last draw. Let's go. Let's see if we can get anybody's guesses right. Hit it. Alright, it is a 4-star. We're lucky to get a 5-star out of that. And another endgame Thanos. Cool. I like it. Getting him, already got a lot of health, so building him up helps him last against gritty teams quite a bit better. Nice job, everyone, getting that 5-star. Let's level up our characters. Let the 1-stars go. We've got some 2s. I just want to pop these in quick to get, basically to get command points, but also if they run into a 3-star cover reward. Ares is now maxed. Then we'll get into our PvP. This video will probably be a little shorter than usual, but probably closer to what normal people do. My normal is different than the world's normal, if you didn't know. I'm sure most of you are like, yeah, we know. 3 stars, all right. 100 hero points, that'll help. Since we're trying to do a lot of vault draws. Command points from Cap, thank you. And of course, more tokens are always welcome. Got the Invisible Woman from Doom. I mentioned it last time, we missed it by 1, and now 1 more level is max champion on Doom for the 2nd time ever, and it will reward a legendary token. Cool, we've got some Squirrel Girl we need to take care of in a little over a week, no problem and no hurry. Let's see, 7 covers. Does it make you nervous when I click the sell all button? I just do that to count them quickly without having to scroll. Alright, Gwenpool. 331. Sorry, I can't ever think of the right place to have that icon. Let's go to Nebula. 297. Catching up toward 300 quickly. Nick Fury. 323. Invisible Woman. 311. More hero points. Closing in on 17,000 health finally. And endgame Thanos. 2 covers, hero points, and command points. Closing in on 17,000 health already at level 276. That's good. And our Sabretooth green cover. I'm so happy to get that. You Should Have Run is a passive, but it now goes up to level 3, where he deals 458 damage when we match a enemy strike tile, and of course destroys a 3x3 block of tiles. That is very helpful. At level 2, it was just less damage. Now it goes up. So that's going to help out a lot in his required nodes, and he plays really well with Okoye. No surprise there. But he's at 343 now. He's at a total of 10 covers, And the good thing about that, I'll have to show you from the other screen, is at 10 covers he can be leveled up to 209, and that's the required minimum for certain areas when he is an essential character for other new character shield training. Does that make sense? Nice to get him up there. Done with the 4s, let's level up Rescue. Her red ability goes to level 2 as mentioned. It's only a power cost of 6, so that's great. She deals basically 2 separate blasts of damage, and then if you have 3 or more friendly strike attack or projectiles, she does a 3rd blast. It's very low damage right now. I will level her up with some ISO 8 to reach probably 15 levels higher than she is now, and that damage will go up just slightly. Once again, that plays really well with strike tiles on the board, or if you have her paired with Okoye. So 0, 1, 2 on a new character. Getting a start on her is good. All right. Thanks, everybody. Let's get into the shield training. And we're going to get into some viewer-requested characters once again. I actually have I want to start out with a 4-star team if we can. Now, I'm usually matched up against 5 stars. I found this guy out there. He's got a nice, highly leveled Carol from 4-star land and a Hawkeye, so that's pretty tough. But I think we're going to have a chance to take this team on with a set of all 4 stars, and I've been wanting to do this for a while. Oh, I need to do this first. I need to do Sabretooth to level him up. He can level up to 209 as mentioned. I wanted to show that. Let's get, let me take my notes here quick. It's good to always have a stack of ISO 8 on hand. That allows me to throw 55,400 onto him easily, and his health goes up quite a bit, and his damage will now be higher, so that's good. So let's take on this team we were talking about with our leveled up characters, and we're going to play Sabretooth with a couple of his friends as our full 4-star team challenge. I not usually able to take on a lot of sim teams with all 4 stars, but we're going to try it here and see how it works. So here's the thing. I want to use Craven along with Sabretooth, and I think I missed it here. I always go scrolling past Eddie Brock Venom. In his portrait, he doesn't have his mask on. For some reason, I'm always looking for the symbiote full body. Let's go down and find our Sabretooth. Interesting, it didn't load the portrait for our 3-star Magneto. Level 209, right? Let's go down to... Oop. There we go. So these 3 should work well together, and here's why. Let's talk about this for a second. I'll do this fast. I'm not going to do a 3-character total review, but I typically run Eddie Brock Venom at 5/3/5, have 3 in his passive black ability. So with 5 in Symbiotic Fury, it costs 13, so that's pretty crazy, but there's a reason for that. The cost can be decreased by the number of enemy special tiles on the board, and so he does 6,100 damage, then destroys a random tile for each enemy special on the board. So it's count for count, costs 1 AP less for each of enemy special on the board, down to a minimum of 7. So it's good to get that decreased as much as possible when you play it. Give and take is kind of overlooked sometimes when people think it's only a passive to reduce enemy projectiles, which it does that very well. It reduces enemy projectiles by 50% from what they are value on the board. You could go much higher if you need to reduce enemy projectiles almost all the way down. You could run this at cover level 5. At level 3, I think it's okay, because what's neat about it is let's see, I need to talk about this just a little bit. The other side of his passive is that people overlook is Venom's matches deal 45% more damage on his own matches, and but enemy red, blue, and purple matches, his non-colors, do 25% more damage to him. So that could be a give and take kind of situation, right? But Lethal Protector's where it's at. For 9 yellow, he does a big time damage, 5,125 damage plus 1,548 for each enemy projectile on the board, up to a max of 6. So this thing can do quite a bit of damage total, and the passive side is whenever we do enough damage to the enemy of 657 or more, he creates an enemy projectile worth 79, but keep in mind he's already going to reduce that in half as we go. So I think that's going to be great for Venom. The reason we bringing Kraven into the match is because of his purple ability, Think Like the Enemy. He also, if there's 4 or more enemy special tiles on the board, he reduces them by 216 and automatically for free deals 1,740 damage when there are 4 or more on the board. Cool. Most Dangerous Game is a decent ability that creates a trap tile that steals AP and deals damage if we match it or the enemy does, and puts more tiles of our team's strongest color on the board. And Wounded Pride, this is a pretty big damaging ability if you play it right. It's a 1-turn countdown that destroys 3 AP in our strongest and the enemy team's strongest colors, but deals 2,000 damage for each. So it could be 3 and 3, which would be 6 times that total for about 12,000 plus when that goes off. Alright, I think that'll be fun for Kraven since we're going to get projectiles on the board from Brock. And Sabretooth has a black ability we might play instead of Kraven's. And I know I'm going quick on this, but his black ability is only a cost of 7. He does a little bit of damage, but creates 3 strength, 1 enemy strike tiles on the board. And then as he places them, he does 600 damage per strike tile on the board. That's going to be kind of cool. I hope to just keep enemy specials on the board, keep them low, and then Kraven will keep doing a bunch of damage every turn. Tooth and Nail is a cost of 6. He does 4 separate shots of 724 damage each time. Even if it downs the enemy, it continues to the next enemy. Great. And then again, we covered his passive where he does damage and destroys areas of the board if we match an enemy strike tile. Challenge team, let's see if we can win. I think we're going to need to boost. Probably need probably need a pretty strong, let's bring that team up. And green won't be too much trouble. Yellow, probably have to work for our black. That sounds good. Let's go with it. So we're against a tough team, don't get me wrong. We're going to take on Carol first. She's got 19,000 health. What I want to do with her is try to avoid matching my own strongest color for a little bit, which happens to be green. And if we do match it, it gives them, it only gives them purple. And interesting, their team's strongest color is purple, and that's technically useless since that's Hawkeye's passive color. I guess matching green won't hurt us in this case. Usually Carol is a big time danger to let them get their strongest color. So we'll get blue, a bunch of yellow here, and green. Yeah, you see there, every time I match green, they're going to get a bunch of purple, and it's useless. That's great. Let's get almost every yellow match we see. Extra move. Perfect. Extra move, and the critical tile is going to hit those yellows right below it. Pretty strong, pretty heavy. Very nice. Now, we did enough damage where we qualified for an enemy protect tile. And so it says it's 79, which is what it is at its base, but don't forget, Brock Venom reduces that in half, basically just automatically. It doesn't reduce the value it's placed at, it just reduces it on matches that happen as they happen, if that makes sense. Let's go for blue and purple. Pretty good cascades. Now, they have we lost our projectile already. They have a major advantage over us with the health that they're starting with. So this is a big time challenge. I'm ready for that. We could play Most Dangerous Game. It doesn't say what color we play that on, right? It doesn't specifically play it on blue. Let's go for it now. Or maybe it does say it plays it on blue and I didn't read it right. I always forget. Well, we'll try to keep it safe. So every turn while this trap is on the board, steals 1 AP in a random color pool every turn. That's so cool. Let's do... Hawkeye's probably going to play his red. That's no good. Maybe he'll play it on that blue over there. It'll be fortified originally, but nope. I was hoping that he would match it and it would become matchable. So every time they play an ability, Old Man Logan on their team is going to create strike tiles, and they start out pretty strong, 244, but don't forget, once we get enough enemy specials on the board, Kraven's going to start reducing those. More green. I'm going to get green, so hopefully it can get us out of trouble if things get too strong. Yeah, we better take care of Hawkeye pretty quickly. I don't know if this challenge team is going to work, but I really wanted to try it out. Here, we're going to get the hit from Kraven. 1,600, all right. White drops red. Pretty cool. We match the enemy strike tile, and so that destroyed an area of the board. I don't know if we're going to be reducing these strike tiles fast enough. That's the problem. Maybe. Right now, let's take a look. Their strike tiles are worth 58. Okay, I'm very good with that for sure. So Carol's got 9,400 health, and there's a lot of enemy special tiles on the board. Let's use this. Let's actually start hitting Hawkeye. I think that's going to be a smart move. There's 4 protect tiles. Let's take a chance with Symbiotic Fury. I was hoping that might take out one of those countdowns. It didn't, but we have 5 protect tiles on the board now. Max damage is at 6 from Lethal Protector, but let's play it now. 5 is good enough to qualify for a bunch of big damage, and it's because the yellows are in danger of being matched down at the bottom. Let's play it. Yeah, 12,000 damage. That's pretty good. I like that. And so we're going to make that yellow match down at the bottom, so let's play Happy Birthday Runt. Put some enemy strike tiles on the board, and let's go. I didn't want them to match yellow and have me lose them. I'd rather just get the yellow myself. Yep, I don't think Venom's going to be able to last too much longer here. We still have a chance in this match, though. Let's play Sabretooth. 4 separate hits. We still have 5 protect tiles again, so before we lose Venom, let's take a shot with Lethal Protector. Take about half of his health out. Great. Now let's see if we can keep Venom here in the match a little bit longer by avoiding his colors. Stunned Kraven, that's not good. Every time the countdown expires, it increases the strength of special tiles. Oh, and he randomly placed that on our trap tile. I think we're going to be in rough shape here to finish this out. It was a challenge team going in. We knew that. Sabretooth can do a couple of matches before he's in trouble. I don't think we're going to win unless we find a lucky way to get a bunch of green here. Oh, look at this. We've got a bunch of strike tiles. That's so fun. Alright, well, let's see. We have this in our back pocket, and I think we better use it. So let's play Brush Pass. It's a good team up to have when you might be up against a big challenge. I'm going to play that on Venom. It gives him a big time burst of health, and it also reduces the cost of your abilities. So let's go ahead and we just better stay focused on Hawkeye. Yep, their projectiles are too strong now. However, if we get enough green here, we might be in good shape. Oh, yeah. Oh man, that explosive arrow is bad news. So going through this, I should have definitely been more careful with red and blue to keep safe from Hawkeye. We're not going to be able to win this, but I thought it'd be a fun team to try. No problem. Now that Venom's out, we have full strength on their projectile, so that's not going to help us at all. But I will point out, we took about 50,000 health off of enemy Hawkeye and over 10 from Carol. And I think, you know, that is pretty decent. If we would have been more strategic on keeping them away from red and blue, Hawkeye wouldn't have been able to derail our plans. But hopefully that was a fun team to see in action anyway. And let's go. We didn't lose many points. It was just something I've been wanting to try. Let's get to our viewer requests. We've had, we saw a hint at one of the characters, and that is going to be 4-star Black Widow. We used her team up to pretty good effect in the last match. Let's take on a team with 4-star Black Widow in it, and we're going to use, let's see, probably, which team was it I was going to play against? Maybe this team. Sure. Yeah, I think that's going to be fun. So with this team, I was going to play 4-star Black Widow with Daredevil and Civil War Captain America. We'll talk about why here in a second. Let's see, Civil War Cap and 4-star Black Widow. She should be right up in this range. Right there. So the way I run Black Widow typically, I think most people do, is 3-5-3 with her abilities. And that's going to mean 5 in black and lights out in her black ability. It only costs 8 and stuns a target for 3 turns, and it deals just a little bit of damage, 1800. What's great about this is the passive side of her black ability. At the start of the turn, if an enemy is stunned, Black Widow destroys 3 AP in random color. That's great. Once again, it doesn't miss by accidentally targeting an enemy AP pool. It will reduce any color that they have on hand. And by the way, it doesn't have to be her stun that kicks in that passive. If you get a stun from a different character, it still works. Defilade, power cost of 7, where she actually places 2 invisibility tiles. And the other side of it, when Black Widow's Defilade tiles are on the board, it becomes Enfilade. And at a cost of 10, and she will actually remove her invisibility tiles, basically jumps back out of the shadows to attack, and also removes 3 enemy special tiles, dealing a little bit of damage, but you gain the AP for whatever color they were. So that can be a pretty good ability. I don't know that we'll play that because we're bringing along Daredevil, and his purple is really good as well. But here's the brush pass. I am actually a huge fan of this. I request it as team-ups all the time. It costs 10. I wish it cost 9, but it gives a burst of 9,000 health and places a 4-turn countdown tile on the board. While it's on the board, all of our ally powers cost 3 AP less to fire, to a minimum of 3. So that helps a lot. Burst health to someone who needs it, and reducing the cost of your abilities is huge. So we'll definitely boost yellow to make that happen more easily. Probably purple and blue is great. And there's one more thing about this team I'll mention when we get into it. Let's go. Interestingly enough, each character on this team happens to be part of Team Cap. And as part of Team Captain America, you get a nice synergy, basically a bonus, for Cap's red ability. So we'll try to take advantage of that, and I'll explain more when we're able to play our red. What do we want to start with? Yellow is flashing at us, but I think we better jump out to purple. And my Daredevil was below 50% health, so he's going to create a strike tile every turn while he's below 50. I went for that red because I was afraid they'd go for the other red match on the board. I need to keep red away from Thor quite a bit. Extra move lined up for us. Let's not do that on Thor. Let's move over to Archangel in case we accidentally do too much damage. Didn't look like it would, but you can run crazy well on those critical tiles that drop down, by the way. And back to Thor. Let's get him closer to 50% total health. And then we'll stop on him at that point. Qualifying our red here is probably the best move. We can play that whenever we want now. Not a lot of other red on the board. And we're going to get our yellow ready this early as well. That is super good. They're up to 9 in green. And so here's what we're going to do. We've got Thor right about half of his health. 33,000, 17. It's super close. And Earth's Mightiest Heroes is a great yellow ability. I love it a lot. Some people don't think Civil War Cap is that great of a character, but we're going to focus on Black Widow's yellow because it's just super to help out the rest of your team. So let's leave Thor there while he's not in his God mode yet. And I want to play red when I'm really certain we'll be able to collect on it. I think we can. So let's play Shield Bash. It costs 11, so man, it's expensive at the foremost. It does 6,000 damage, not a huge amount, but it creates a red 2-turn countdown tile that generates 7 AP in your team's strongest color, which happens to be yellow. So I almost want to play her yellow before this. You know what? Let's take a chance. Yep, we're going to do it. Let's play Brush Pass. Who needs health right now? Nobody really, but Cap has a little more of a need, so let's play it now. Yep, that's what I was afraid that countdown tile would go there. I wanted to do that blue match, which would drop the yellow in place. Oh well, that is okay because our Shield Bash now is only a cost of 8. That's great. Let's play that on Archangel. Went into the middle there. I was hoping for like a red over there or toward the bottom to be a little more safe. So that's okay. Let's also now that we have the opportunity, play our Sonar Strike at a cost of 6 on Thor. Stun him so that every damaging effect we do will be multiplied by the extra damage that Daredevil does to stunned enemies, and watch their AP at the beginning of this turn right here. Reduced it down to 0 in purple. That's excellent. And can we somehow save that? Of course, red comes up above here with our countdown that I'm really trying to keep safe. Man, that's rough. Bad luck in that lineup. Let's do this. Let's give them a yellow match by setting that up. Maybe we'll entice them to take it. Oh, even better. They took blue. We got our countdown to resolve. We're back up to 12 yellow. Super good. And our abilities are still inexpensive. We can take Thor out right now, but not directly. Let's hit Archangel with Earth's Mightiest Heroes. Does target damage, team damage, stun, plus special tiles. That worked out really well. I knocked out Thor in the background, and we have, once again, an ability to play our Sonar Strike. Let's do that on Daredevil. While he's stunned, we're going to get a lot of extra damage out of the attack tiles that are coming his way. Look at that damage add up. So great. I'm hoping we get our black played from Black Widow, but the rest of this match is going so well. Match 4 in red. It's, we're going to lose his countdown at the next turn. We're not going to get the discount on red from 11 down to 8 anymore. So let's just do this as a match 3 and keep our projectile safe. I think that was a good play. We've got Daredevil ready to be knocked out. I think Archangel's going to make that green match if we don't take it, so let's go ahead and take it for ourselves. Way ahead in this match. I don't want to lose that attack tile because that attack tile carries with it 2200 in strike tile damage when it hits him. So I don't want to do this as a match 4, and I don't want to leave it for him, so let's do it as a match 3. Taking 1 point of damage, and Black Widow gets the knockout. Didn't get a chance to play her black ability, but it's similar to what Daredevil did with his purple. Stuns, and then depletes AP each turn for those 3 turns that it works out. Thank you for the request on 4-star Black Widow. That was a pretty good team, actually. Got a bunch out of Civil War Cap as well. And let's go on to our request for Nightcrawler. He's a lot of fun from the 4-star land. Let's see what team we could probably play him with here. Yeah, this would be an okay team, I think. They have a maximum champed 4-star Ghost Rider on their team. Did we take on this team already? Maybe not. You notice Black Widow didn't take any damage from our team there. Let's go with Nightcrawler, who features purple, red, and blue abilities. So we'll bring along a couple of 5-stars that would use different colors. Let's go for, I think we'll play, let's see if we can get God Emperor Doom through the match at only 27,000 health since he has a nice heal. That'll be our little bit of a challenge. And anytime you play Doc Ock in a match, that's already a challenge. Let's see if we can win. We'll use him for his green ability alone. And Doom's got a nice yellow and black, or we could play Doc Ock's black, but we're going to feature Nightcrawler's abilities. And here they are. Everybody's a big fan of Bamf. It's a fun ability, only costs 7 purple, and basically it just adds tiles to the board in whatever color is the most prevalent at the time. 8 of them. So you're up, whenever you play this, you're up for some automatic matches or some setups for match 4s and 5s for yourself. And then the passive side of it is if the enemy would deal team damage to us, AoE damage to our team, Nightcrawler avoids it completely. He just sends himself airborne for 1 turn and can't be hit by team damage unless he's stunned prior to it. So that's really pretty cool. A lot of people forget about the passive side. And I also, by the way, I wonder if the developers put a passive in this ability on purpose so that it's not available as a team up to send to people, because abilities that have a passive side of them are never allowed to be sent to friends, your ally mates, as a team up. So that's just a theory of mine. On Guard is a great ability. It does a ton of damage. It only costs 9. It does 8721 up front, but if you happen to have 10 or more AP in your team's strongest color, it's 14,000 damage instead. So I think Doom may have the strongest match damage on our team with his yellow, and that would be great because his yellow costs 10 anyway. Everywhere at Once, I love this ability in general. Cost of 12 is where I have a problem with it. It's pretty expensive. So since it's so expensive, that's why I run it at cover level 3 instead of 5. But man, this thing can do huge damage if you play it right. So Nightcrawler uses his enemy Confusion to disarm and disorient, deals 872 damage for each point of AP the enemy has in their strongest color, and then he steals 2 of it. At level 5, it does 1494 damage for each point that they have in their strongest color. So if the enemy had, 10 black and that was their strongest, it would deal 14,000. If they had 15 or 18 or more, you can see how much more damage that would do. And he would steal 4 of it instead. So I know that's great, but I just can't take away from his purple and red, so we'll leave that at level 3. And let's go. This will be a challenge team for sure. We'll boost purple and blue since those are going to be pretty essential to this, and might as well take a little bit of a boost to red and yellow. Let's go. So a maximum champ 4-star Ghost Rider is seriously dangerous. because of his black ability for his penance stare. However, I think we're set up well to defend against that, because every time they match black, our God Emperor Doom will steal 1 black AP when they do that. Match 4 in yellow is a good start. Doc Ock creates a tentacle tile every time we get a match 4 or greater. That should hopefully come into play after a bit. Black and blue. I'm kind of, this team has a purple ability with Thanos, but I'm kind of letting purple build up on the board a little bit if we can. Because if we get enough purple and we continue to keep purple the most prevalent color on the board, Nightcrawler just becomes so fun, it's amazing. Hopefully that's what we're going to get to do. There's a purple match, we'll take that so we don't lose it. Lucky red. Alright, so we have enough red and purple to play. We're not going to do it yet. I just want to look at... I look at the ability description quite a bit, because it tells you now what color is the most common on the board, and that happens to be purple. That is a great situation to be in. Let's not play it quite yet. I'm trying to see if we can get it out, and they take a purple right when I say that. Darn it, I was hoping to get it to add up to be a little more purple on the board before we play it. I think we can, and that'll be fine. I also would like to luck into some yellow before that, if possible. And they're taking purple. Alright, so my theory is probably not a good one to let purple add up to the board. They're going to try to go for a lot of purple against me. Since that's the case, it's now black. Yep, I don't want to do that. Now it's probably yellow. Purple. Oh, great. And yellow's quite a bit also. That's good. Let's start now. I think this will be fun. Alright, not quite. Yellow and white double move, and when it drops blue, it's probably hard to pass that up. Look at all the purple they're getting now. Could I make more mistakes, please? Now it's green. They're going to play their... Let's do this. No. Trying to think this through for strategy. They're going to play their purple ability, and that pretty much locks up some abilities, but not tile swap abilities like Doom's yellow. So we still could... Let's just work Ghost Rider down a little bit more first. Didn't want that to be played in the bottom corner. Seriously. Alright, but that's fine. We're going to shuffle the board right now with Doom's yellow, and we might get some automatic matches of other colors, plus a nice health boost to the other two guys. Got Ghost Rider taken out, so we don't have to worry about his terrible black ability against us. Very good. And we're almost ready to have enough yellow again to play it. So, oh, our strongest color is black because of Doc Ock. That's cool. No problem. Let's go ahead and play on guard then in that case, because we have 10 black or more. That's going to be 14,000 damage. That's huge. And Nightcrawler's blue, since they have a lot of black starting to build up. We'll wait till they have 9 or more so that we can get the most out of Nightcrawler's blue ability. That's not good. That's not good. They're going to take the red match 4. I should have probably taken that myself. Okay. We're in trouble here since we have team damage coming our way. Or should I let it hit us? That might be kind of fun, because Nightcrawler will avoid it automatically. Some people think my version of fun is skewed. I cannot disagree. The damage will be plenty. It is 23,000, so Doom would need to heal up quite a bit after that. And we can't play Cunning Scheme, right? Nope, not with those purple abilities out from Thanos. Well, we can do this. We can take one of those out. Oh, wow, look at that extra move. Did not see that coming. What can we do here? We definitely need to match that critical so that they don't. I don't really want to match purple because I want that to build up on the board, right? So, let's do red drops white. And now we can get on with our business. So, I don't want to lose our Doom, but I think we're going to be safe here. Let's let that countdown go off for the damage. And you really don't see Nightcrawler avoid team damage that often. So this might be kind of fun, or it might be terrible. We'll see in a second. Most common color is black. Let's... kind of want to do a Doc Ock move so that he's in front after this. Let's do that. Okay. Good cascade. Big time damage. Nightcrawler did go airborne and swiftly avoided all of that. That is great. Alright, let's play Cunning Scheme once for a 3-turn repeater, but we can play it again. Take it down to a 2-turn repeater. By the way, we're going to get burst health of 4601 every 2 turns. That's awesome. And if it gets matched by us or the enemy team, it's 15,700. Not bad at all. Oh, I should have played something else first, but that's okay. We're going to play another On Guard, 14k. And you notice I'm saving Panther for last. They have 8 black. We can wait on that. Let's match black so it's no longer the most prevalent. Oh man, how did that drop to an extra move? Now Ock, and we lose the reactor. At least we get the team damage, but we didn't get any of the burst health. So now let's keep looking to see. We're up to blue is the most prevalent color on the board. So Brave New World spins the board. We get a bunch of potential matches. There it is. It took out a bunch of blue. Look at the board. Is the most prevalent red or purple finally? It is purple, and we can have crazy fun now finally. This is it. Panther's at 39,000 health. He's got 8 black. Let's just play our blue. I can't believe we're up to 30. We'll play this once. He's going to deflect some of the damage, though, unfortunately. Very cool animation. And we can play it again now that he's stunned. It'll do more damage. 5,200. Sounds good. Thanos up front. Let's play our Bamf. Since purple is the most prevalent on the board, it's going to make more purple. And this is going to start going crazy right here. Play Bamf again. Look at that board. Stuff breaking everywhere. Purple's going to stay the most common on the board, I believe, after this. Play it again. Extra moves. How many times in a row can we play this? No extra move that time, but look at this. This is going to be crazy. Look at the board. I bet 2/3 of the board was purple right just then. Critical tiles, extra moves everywhere, tons of damage. Watch this flow through. And we take out over 24,000 health of a Panther with 7 purple AP from Bamf. hopefully that was a good show from Nightcrawler. That was fun to play for sure. And that's going to do it today, guys. I'm going to cut it a little bit shorter. We've got more requests coming up soon with Spider-Woman and a bunch of other characters. Make sure you put in the comments below this video what 4-star characters you'd like to see played in the Shield Simulator as we head into the last 5 days to get it done. And 5 stars, of course, if you want to see them paired up with anyone specific, let me know. Hit it in the comments. Guys, please like and subscribe if you haven't already. And if you need more MPQ on YouTube, please click on and follow MPQ Mastery. Does a great job of MPQ videos as well. Thanks again for watching. Have a great night. See you next time.